Hey guys, welcome back to our latest product review, and today we are going to be reviewing Quest Bars. Now, Quest Bars is a product I was turned on to friend, client, coach Dave Samuel in the early part of 2011. He went to the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, and said, "You've got to try these bars. They're, a great bar. They taste great. They're, very kind of natural, so to speak, so you just got to give them a try." And for those of you that know about protein bars, I'm not going to talk about any of the competition, but those who have experimented with bars, they know about some of the difficulties, whether it's the severe aftertaste, the gastrointestinal type of issues that can take place, the laundry list of ingredients. And I think we don't do a ton of reviews here, but I don't think you'll find us having a negative review on anything. We tend to review the things that we really like. Quest Bars are a product that we absolutely love. They're the best bars I've ever had, taste-wise, quality-wise. We recommend them to all of our clients, and I'm very comfortable recommending them to all of our clients. So, number one, Quest Bars get a big thumbs up from us. So let's look at what the major difference is between why I like Quest Bars so much and why I may not be as high in other bars. First and foremost, like I said, we're not going to talk about competitors, but whenever you look at a competitor's protein bar, there's a couple things that stand out. Number one, the ingredient list on a protein bar is extremely long. I don't even know how, usually on the average there's 30 to 40 ingredients in a protein bar, and especially when you look up that particular bar, when you start breaking it down and looking at what it contains, at least half the bar is just junk. I mean, they'll use a lot of fancy labels and terms and different things to make it sound like it's good, but when you break it down, the quality of protein in the bars are usually weak, and the additives that they add to them to increase, whether it's shelf life or whatever it may be, not only will it give you a bad aftertaste, but it will cause a lot of gastrointestinal issues. And for the most part, I don't think you can necessarily say that it's the healthiest thing for you. But for a lot of people, it is convenient. For most people, it is a little bit better than eating a candy bar. So I've always sat there and wondered, geez, what if we could have a good bar? What if we could have something that was even easier than a protein shake? Then I found Quest Bars, which I love. So let's look at what makes a Quest Bar so good. And I have this bar right here. It's a peanut butter and jelly bar. And the first thing, and it's really hard to tell, maybe you can see that. But the first thing that you notice is that the ingredient list is incredibly short on their bars. In fact, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ingredients in this bar, where most protein bars are like 30 to 40 ingredients. Now let's break it down and look at what the ingredients actually are. Number one, the protein blend, if you follow me, I'm a big believer in isolates. So their protein blend is whey protein isolate, milk protein isolate. That's a thumbs up. Most bars use soy proteins or other cheap concentrates or different things that, when you really understand the industry, it's not good. Third ingredient is, see if I can pronounce this, isomaltol oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides, I think is how you pronounce it. And basically, I wrote some notes down here. What that is it's a mixture of short-chain carbohydrates. It is, they use it as a sweetener and also as a fiber substitute. Its tolerance, it has usually, from the studies show, is the best tolerance of any artificial sweetener that is used. It's multiple times sweeter than sugar. It has a low concentration of of calories, as far as being perfect for diabetics, obesity. Obviously, with the improved fiber, or the concentration of fiber, you get improved bowels. But the most important thing, especially when we're looking at like this type of bar, that is what they call a natural prebiotic fiber. and it's used as a sweetener, but it definitely, because it's short, it's a number of short chain carbohydrates, and I'm trying not to get too technical here, but it can be used both as a sweetener and as a fiber additive, so it's going to increase bowels, digestibility, all these different things. But when you're looking at, if the bar contains 21 grams of carbohydrates and 17 of those grams come from this particular natural prebiotic fiber, there's going to be only 4 active carbohydrates because of the functions that the fiber has in your diet. So because we are very, very pro fiber, this is a perfect bar because it allows you to get more fiber in your diet very easily. And it also has a good amount of protein as well. From there, some of the other ingredients is a lot of nuts, as far as you're not getting artificial or fats or things that are engineered as far as fats are concerned. You're getting things such as peanut butter, almonds, peanuts, cashews. Those are some, and they're not derivatives of them, they're actual peanut butter, almonds, so on and so forth. There's natural flavors listed in it, sea salt, lohango, which is basically, looking at my notes, it is actually a fruit from southern China and Thailand, an extract that is about 300 times sweeter than sugar, and it's used in China to treat diabetes and obesity because of the fact that it is much sweeter and it won't then contain as many calories. And this particular bar, this is their original. They have 6 different flavors in their original formula, and it does contain sucralose. So it's like, okay, this is a great bar. This particular one is about 200 calories, about 9 to 10 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, 21 grams of carbohydrates, so that's a really good blend, but 17 of the 21 grams is fiber. So, in their flavors in this, I'm kind of looking over, we have this, which is peanut butter and jelly. They have vanilla almond, a mixed berry, a chocolate brownie, an apple pie, and a peanut butter. And the biggest thing too is, like, whenever you have something that has some of the fruit in it, they'll use actually like a freeze-dried fruit if they're using a different type of fruit. So the big buzz around Quest bars has been, okay, they're coming out with a natural line. What does the natural line mean? It means that they're removing the sucralose, which not a lot of people like, and they're replacing it with stevia and what they call a sugar alcohol, which is, I don't know how exactly to pronounce it, so I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm not good at really pronouncing things, but most people get shy away from sugar alcohol. The important thing about this sugar alcohol, from researching it, is it's about 60 to 70% as sweet as sugar, yet almost non-caloric. It has almost no effect on blood sugar, no tooth decay, partially absorbed by the body, and it's less likely to cause gastrointestinal side effects. So all these sugar alcohols that are in other bars that cause gastrointestinal problems, this particular sugar alcohol research shows that it doesn't. And for most of you that may know, like a carbohydrate usually is 4 calories per gram. Well, this particular sugar alcohol is 2.4 calories per gram, which means you can use a larger concentration and not have as many calories for that amount. And the research shows that it's a bit healthier, or a lot healthier, than other sugar alcohols. And also stevia is used in place of sucralose because it's used as a sweet leaf. It comes from sweet leaf sugar leaf, and it has a very negligible effect on blood glucose, and it's about 300 times sweeter than sugar. And most people will use stevia as a preferred method for their sweetener over sucralose because of a lot of the health studies that have been done on on how good stevia actually is. So that, I hope, gives you a nutshell of why this bar is so good. Now let's really quickly talk about the exciting thing, because that natural line that I spoke about, where they use stevia and where they use that sugar alcohol in place, they've got 5 new bars that are out. We have lemon cream pie. We have strawberry cheesecake. We have chocolate peanut butter. We have cinnamon roll and coconut cashew. Now, I'm going to tell you, their regular bars are great. Their regular bars were my favorite. When you bite into one of these new bars, I was posting it on Facebook. It was like an awakening. It was like I was on a desert island and a pizza got dropped off. It was that good. These bars taste that good. There's no aftertaste. There's no chocolate coating to them. They simply are. The ingredient list is very short. They are very natural in nature, so to speak. The flavoring, the consistency, the quality of these bars are great. And if you are not a fan of sucralose and you like something that is much more natural in nature, not only are these natural bars containing stevia and a very good sugar alcohol, they also, the taste-wise, as far as I'm concerned, is unbelievable. You'll have your own favorite. My personal favorite is the coconut cashew. You may find your own favorite. I know a lot of people love the cinnamon roll, but the Quest bars get a gigantic thumbs up for us. They work perfectly with your virtual fitness training system. They work perfectly with what we do as far as the up day, down day, and the amount of fiber, good quality proteins, and the lack of junk in the bars, and the phenomenal taste. Give these bars a try. They are great.
You feel there's something wrong.